name is Timmy Edwin, and with me is my colleague Agogo
Okodalaye.
Yes, I'm the founder CEO of Crimsonbow Sickle Cell Initiative, and she's the head of projects. Welcome to today's live session. Hi Bimbo, thank you for joining us. Hi Baba, thank you for joining us. We're very grateful. So today is World Sickle Cell Day.
Yes. So today is a day that has been set aside to celebrate all those living with sickle cell. Being a sickle cell warrior is not a funny thing. It's very challenging physically, financially, and in all ramifications. So today we are celebrating all those living with sickle cell. We thank you for holding on, for fighting, and for proving that you can be all you want to be, all you desire to be, even with sickle cell.
Yes, you indeed can be. And it's actually quite exciting that the world is getting to recognize a condition like the sickle cell condition. I mean, we won't talk about sickle cell right now, but we'll talk about it later in the show. We will talk about how to live a healthy, fulfilled life with the condition. We will talk about how to excel in the career, we excel in life, excel with your nutrition. We will get a medical doctor to also talk to us about the condition, the do's and don'ts. But before we go on, we would like to dedicate today's segment to our mother warrior who we lost earlier this year. She was a trustee of Crimsonbow Sickle Cell Initiative. Her name was Pastor Mrs. Abimbola Edwin. She's gone to be with the Lord, and we are very grateful for the impact she had in our life. Hello, one of our speakers.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Tunde. How you doing?
Celebrate you,
yes, we do. Hello, everyone. While we are waiting for our first guest to come online, we would like to talk a bit about Crimsonbow. Crimsonbow started 5 years ago. We started, out of pain of people living with sickle cell. We started it because we wanted to be able to be a voice for those in the condition. We started it because we wanted to take care of people living. There are too many people neglected out there. Every day we see stories, we hear stories, we read stories of people who call to us for help. And to be extremely honest, it's not an easy journey. It's really not an easy journey. So what Crimsonbow does is we run a clinic, a monthly clinic, which we run every second Saturday of the month. We also give out free medications, physiotherapy, psychotherapy during the clinics, and as well as medical. We also do free medical consultations. Yes. Then apart from the clinic, we host medical outreaches around Lagos, Ibadan, and Minna. We are hoping to expand. During this COVID season, we gave out COVID palliatives to over 120 people. 120 people got 5,000 naira each from us. It's because of people like you that we were able to do this. Right now, what we are doing, what we're cooking is our short film, our soon-to-be released short film.
Woo! We are so excited about it.
Yes, we are. It's not out yet, but we've been accepted into 4 international film festivals, one in Canada, one in US, one in the UK, and one in China. We are so excited. And to top it up, we've already been nominated for 3 categories of for awards. And we were really excited about it. But before we bring this out, we are also soliciting for sponsors. So it's not too late for you to partner with us.
Yes.
It's really not. If you want to jump on this, please reach out to us. You can send us a DM or call the numbers in our bio. We'll be very happy to receive your phone call. Yes, hello everyone. I see you.
While you were talking, our nutritionist from Abuja joined in.
Oh, she's actually from Lagos.
Oh,
hello, Yomi. Thank you. We see you, we cite you.
We cite you, Spirit of Sickle. We celebrate you.
Oh, sir. Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. We hope you stay tuned till the very end. We are hoping our doctor is here. Dr. Zobo, are you here? If you're here, you can feel free to send us a message. Dr. Zobo, if you're here, please send us a message. Yes. We would really like to, kickstart this. And yes, just to also, we want to acknowledge WAP TV. That's Wale Adeluga Productions TV. Thank you so much for also hosting this on on your station. I know that you will show this much later, but we are very grateful for your support. Thank you so much. We are very, very grateful. I mean, it's what a privilege for you people to reach out to us, to ask us if it's possible to air this on TV. And for this, we are extremely grateful. We would also like to applaud every warrior out there, every single warrior out there. We are super, 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 super proud of you. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Okay, so wow.
Hi, Timmy.
Hi,
Can you see me now? Hi.
Hi,
How are you? I'm good. It's so good to see your face again. You're looking good.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. And well done for all the work you're doing in the field of nutrition. And thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you too for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
But
before we start, please tell us a little bit about yourself. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Obayomi Ogukoya. I'm a nutritionist or a nutrition therapist, so supportive mentor to people who are trying to make better health choices, or people that are suffering from some ailments and then they need maybe a lifestyle change or a nutrition change, and then I guide them through with making better health choices and helping them recover fully, and educating people on making better health choices and lifestyle choices just generally, both individuals and corporate organizations too.
Oh, nice. So from what I have gathered, it means that people living with sickle cell, nutrition has a very, very major role to play in health, right?
Absolutely. Nutrition is for everybody. It's not just restricted to people that have sickle cell. It's for everybody. We have to make sure we make better health choices so we do not find ourselves falling sick and running to the hospital every time. Because right now, if you check a lot of statistics, even people that are not sickle cell, a lot of people are falling sick every day. Cancer is on the rise, diabetes on the rise, hepatitis on the rise, ovarian cysts, fibroid, all sorts of ailments, and that's also because of the choices you make in our diet and all. So basically that's it.
Can you please tell us how nutrition affects sickle cell?
So basically, it won't be like nutrition affects sickle cell. It's more of how nutrition is important for sickle cell people. Now, like I had a sister that was sickle cell. So sickle cell anemia simply means that you are low on blood, and a lot of times you get tired easily, fatigue, constant pains in the body and all that. And all these things are as a result of nutrient deficiency in a lot of people that have sickle cell. People that are low in macronutrients and micronutrients. So if you have sickle cell, it's just that you put in a bit more effort than other people into making sure that you eat all the balanced diet, all the colors, you get all the essential nutrients that your body needs just to avoid you not having crisis. So all these nutrients can be in form of like sometimes in hospitals they'll tell sickle cell people to take folic acid, to take a lot of things that are rich in iron, and some of these things can be found in the things we eat, the things we drink, in our fruits, in our vegetables and our food. So,
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Someone mentioned, we saw a question here saying that we thought warriors don't take iron. Can you shed more light on that? Yes, in the hospital we are told that we are not supposed to take iron capsules and whatnot. It's a rule, really. But can you shed more light?
Sickle cell, like I said, is always a bit anemic. And if you're anemic, it means that your blood level is low. And for you to be able to boost your blood, you need to increase your intake of iron. Do you understand? So your intake of iron will help with the hemoglobin and help with the production of the red blood cells. So naturally, if you boost your blood by taking these things, it means you won't be tired easily. You won't be out of breath. So you are definitely going to be low on oxygen, and that's what makes a lot of warriors, get tired easily, worn out. So the best form of iron basically. You can take it in broccoli, you can take it in kale, you can take it in spinach, you can take it in cashew. So I always encourage people that have it to take it. I don't know why the hospital will say you should not take it. Do you understand?
The thing is that already eating iron. I mean, eating iron through all the things you're mentioning. They don't want us to take too much. I mean, Dr. Zobo is going to come right that we're supposed to eat a healthy diet and eat a balanced diet. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's just a balanced diet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Sorry,
it's just a balanced diet. Well, yeah, I'm listening.
Sorry, I'm listening to you.
No, I think it's not going to be in excess. It's just a balanced diet. You just include it in your everyday diet. It's not like you're going to take excess of iron. Do you understand? So that's just basically it. You take a bit of this, a bit of this, a bit of that to just have a balanced diet.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, so can we talk a little bit about water? I know we're talking about nutrition. Does water have any nutritional value? I mean, is water good for us as people living with sickle cell?
Yes, water is very, very important for people that have sickle cell because you get dehydrated easily, and then the water does help nourish your cells. You know, because of the shape of the cells, it tends like breaking, you feel excruciating pain. Sometimes they are also because you are dehydrated, you're not taking in enough water as you should. So water is not even just for sickle cell warriors. For everybody, you need to hydrate as often as you can. Drink a lot of water. It helps lubricate your joints. It helps with regulating temperature. It also helps protect you from having all the issues with like the blood flow, so that you won't have any difficulty with blood moving in different parts of your body. You know, and those obstructions are the things that make. That's why whenever someone that has sickle cell crisis gets to the hospital, a lot of them they give them normal saline. They say they need to hydrate them because they are low. They are dehydrated. So why not take water? And if you know you don't really like the way water tastes and you take it all the time, you can include a bit of lemon to it. Lemon is very rich in vitamin C, or you can add cucumber to it. It has a nicer taste. You know, you can add, you know, there's a way some people put like mint and cucumber, include all those things, you know, to just make sure that you nourish as much as you can.
Okay, ma, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I think we have one last question to ask you. Yeah. As a girl, you think to ask. Benefit of everyone out there. List of foods that you've been mentioning, they sound expensive. So is there a way that we can, you know?
They're not actually. They're not. Carrots are not expensive. Spicy, they're not expensive. They're affordable, because I feel like what is more expensive is when you go to the hospital. And this first time, because my late sister, I know how much we spend when we take her to the hospital. It's ridiculous. The emotional, physical, mental stress, the financial stress, it will take a toll on you. So when we say some things are expensive, sometimes you have to just look at it from a better angle of it's not expensive. It's going to help me. It's good for me. Do you understand? It's good for me.
Yeah. So with 1,000 naira, you can actually make a nice meal for someone living with sickle cell. A nice balanced meal, including carrots, like you said.
And see, it doesn't even have to be difficult. Do you understand? Just include it as often as you can. You know, it's not every day that I eat some of the healthiest meal, but I try as much as possible to include it in my diet as often as I can. Do you understand? So if you don't see it as a difficult thing, it just becomes normal and easy for you over time.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for coming in. I'm super grateful. I'll see you later.
No problem there. No problem, man. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'll still tune in and be watching. So, take care.
We would like you to please add yourself.
so that we can accept you here and then start the interview process.
But before then, for those listening, you heard that to get a balanced diet is not expensive.
It's not.
Compared to going to the hospital, paying medical bills. You know what? You can relate to what we are trying.
I actually always thought that balanced diets were expensive, but I mean, she shed more light on it. It's actually not that expensive to live a healthy life. It's actually not that expensive to live a healthy life. Someone mentioned Dr. Zobo, Dr. Chioma, we're waiting for you to come and shed more light on the medical aspects of, sickle cell. Sickle cell. But while we are waiting for her to come on, we can also talk about. Someone said, Maggie Cost gives her. Wow. Have you been able to identify your triggers? That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting.
For you to know that particular thing,
yes,
in a food causes, that's nice.
That's really interesting.
That's paying attention to yourself.
That little cube. Wow, that's impressive. I remember one day that I drank Zobo and then I fell into a crisis. And ever since then, I've been afraid of Preps. I've been afraid of Zobo. Usually when I see Zobo, I run. I don't know if that's Zobo caused the crisis. But I was like, man, I drank Zobo and I had a crisis. Therefore, Zobo is bad for me.
It's good to notice every single thing that happens to you. Even as an AA or an AS, you need to pay attention to.
It's really
yes.
it's just like
allergic to crab.
Yes. But I hope as warriors that when we go to hospitals, we do not we always tell them not to give us iron. I'm always very emphatic about it. Like, please don't give me iron. I live with sickle cell. Do you ask those questions? Like, what kind of injection are you giving me? What's in this drip? Do you ask those questions? Or are you shy?
Especially for the caregivers, because sometimes sickle cell warriors are in so much pain. You as a caregiver, do you just give to her, what is the name of this drug? Do you really pay? I know that some doctors or nurses can really be very paranoid when you ask them those questions. But do you even take out time to ask such questions? I had an experience weeks ago, and it wasn't for that I was asking questions. I was angry that he wasn't paying attention to me, and
the love-hate relationship between warriors and doctors. I mean, we love them. We can't do without them, but sometimes we get on their nerves, and vice versa. But we do love them. Dr. Zobo, please, if you are here, you can. Honestly, really looking forward to having you here. Nick says she's very conscious of what the doctors give her. Yes, for instance, I realized that pen drops my oxygen saturation level.
Nice.
Wow. I mean, these are very little things. It just shows the importance of paying attention to your body. You'll be very surprised what you feel like is supposed to be right, but it's not. Do you advise that we go to the next? I think Dr. Zobo has some network issues happening. Do you advise we go to our next guest? I think I saw Mr. Tunde.
Yes.
A pin 400 says, oh yes, when even when I know you're tired. Okay, so we are waiting for our guests to ask. We don't mind if Mr. Tunde Tash just ask to be invited in. I mean, while we are waiting for Dr. Zubo to take care of what's going on with our network. Hello, everyone. We are welcoming everyone who is joining. Okay, please.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, sure. Please come online. We would like to speak with you while we wait for our doctor. Oh, Dr. Zobo has already accepted. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear us. Can you hear us now?
Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, Dr. Chioma is a Nigerian certified medical practitioner. Can you tell us in this moment?
I have to apologize. My network is a bit I'm a medical doctor. I'm in public health practice, and I'm the founder of Dr. Zobo. Not founder. I don't like to go by the name founder, though. I'm the creative director of Dr. Zobo and the founder of Smile With Me Foundation. I'm a health educator, so that's what I do as a public health practitioner. So I'm happy to be here for it. Things that could trigger for sickle cell triggers. So I'll mention each trigger and I'll give like a tip, for prevention, since we're discussing prevention. So there are about 8 of them that I put up. There could be more, but then I just categorize them into 8. So the very first one is dehydration, of course. I already mentioned it. So what can happen in dehydration? So we encourage persons living with sickle cell disease to always take lots of water, at least 10 glasses of water or more a day, and especially during hot weather, and also during exercise. Take lots of water, not just water, but also, of course, juices, just anything liquid. Just make sure that you're well hydrated. Don't wait to get thirsty before you drink water. Then, infection right now is COVID-19, but then let's talk about like basic infections around the house, common infections like flu. Just think about any infection. Any systemic infection can predispose or can trigger the crisis. So, of course, infection prevention and control, they are key. So anything that that can reduce infections, like washing your hands, taking your all the drugs that your doctor has recommended for you, and just basically being healthy and building of body to prevent it. And of course, if you have any infection, early detection is always key. Go to the hospital for treatment. Don't try to self-medicate or try to pamper it. So the next one would be stress. So stress, every type of stress, especially physical stress, can exercise. Exercise is good for the body, it's good for everybody. But then when you're pushing yourself to the limit, then just keep it mild, keep it basic. Don't over push yourself, don't overdo it. And of course, whenever you're exercising, it's always good for you to keep yourself rehydrated. just know when to stop. Okay, the next, I think it's a dish tab. Then H. Okay, I'll remember that in the bit. But then let me go to the T. The T will be temperature. Okay. Then temperature. Okay. Let me go to H. H is about altitudes, right? So high altitudes. High altitudes. You know, when you go up, when you the more you, yeah, just like when being in a plane, climbing a mountain. It's not, mountain climbing is not something I would advise, someone who is living with sickle cell disease to embark on. So that's another thing. So high altitudes, please just decrease that kind of exercise or anything that will put you, there. Then so now with temperature, whenever there is a change, a sudden change in temperature, it can also predispose one. Things of temperature. I mean, even what do they call it? Too cold, too hot, extremes of temperature, okay, can also predispose one to having that. So of course you have to cover up. If it's very cold, always cover up. Just protect yourself. If it's too hot, of course, you have to do the opposite. Just make sure you know what to do there for temperature. And then the next will be A. You want to say something?
Yes, I actually want. I wish we could really go over for I was just enjoying taking on it. But because when we broadcast on TV, it's going to we need to compare to 1 hour. But I'm enjoying. Maybe you can just finish up, and I'll ask you one last question, and then we'll.
Sure. The question, I have to exhaust the question because it's big, all right? But then I'm done already. I was on A. So, tap. I said A and P. So A quickly is alcohol. I also include smoking in there. Of course, these are lifestyle changes that we shouldn't.
Some people stop the alcohol.
The less alcohol you take, the better for your body. So of course, and smoking, also, of course, we know it's like a deoxidative state. So then the next one is pregnancy. Pregnancy can also trigger. Pregnancy is a whole lot of things. Pregnancy can cause a whole lot. So pregnancy, of course, pregnancy for anybody living with sickle cell disease or not comes with a lot. So it's also a condition that can, predispose one. So I would advise that they take their antenatal seriously, see your doctor.
Just one last question. Do you think people living with sickle cell can live it?
Yeah, of course. It depends. It depends on what one calls a normal life. I just believe that normal is what you make of it. Healthy is general. Okay. Prior to I was saying something earlier today that prior to going 21, I was very ignorant, but then I've seen a 98-year-old, okay, living, and I am sure you might have heard about people who, this is someone I know personally, of course, more people live even longer than that. And there are different things, so people always say something must kill a man. So I always say that for me, I would say, yes, it's very possible for them to live a healthy and fulfilled life. So you have your goals, you know what you want to do. So as long as you are achieving those things, you're keeping healthy, you're following these guidelines, of course the crisis is going to be reduced as long as you take your health seriously, and it's for everybody. Yes, I believe they can.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
clinical side of sickle cell. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Tunde, you can join us.
Okay, I think we can add him. So we're waiting for Mr. Tunde Tash. You know, we want to go into career.
Mm.
Yes, career.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Thanks for inviting me over.
Thank you. Please can you tell us a little bit about yourself for our viewers?
Yes. My name is Tunde Omotoye. I go by Tunde Tash online. And then I moved over to Canada to study human resources management, and afterwards kind of transitioned into the environment, and I've grown from that. I kind of evolved into somebody who also has a technical niche, where I've now become a motivational, positive information online, and I try as much as possible to provide as good resources as much as possible. So that's me in a nutshell, anyway.
Wow. Thank you. We also know that you help people immigrate. Thank you.
Well, yes. I created a platform where that can help people access licensed Canadian consultants, because there's been this them just disappear. So that was really the need to create that kind of platform. You have access to them directly in Canada from wherever you are in the world.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
Can
you tell us, dive straight into the question?
No
do you
problem.
think someone living with sickle cell, do you think someone living with sickle cell can actually hold a 9 to 5, or hold a job, or hold a career?
Yes. Oh yes. Somebody living with sickle cell can, hold a career. Got my career in human resources through somebody who was living with sickle cell, right? And I didn't know for a long time. Oh yeah, he was my mentor. Unfortunately, he passed on about 3 years ago. Unfortunately, but I know myself that he had sickle cell, right? Because he was so dedicated. He was so good at what he does. He taught me Excel, by the way, right? He taught me everything about Excel, the basics and all that. And so, yeah, anybody living with that condition can hold a 9 to 5. You can have whatever job. However, that condition now, some ailments can come on because of that case, depending on what condition has, risen up from sickle cell. You can now weigh your options. For instance, somebody who has maybe stroke and partial stroke, and it has kind of affected their speech. You shouldn't look at going into customer service job, right? You shouldn't look at jobs that will make you, talk often, right? Somebody who has maybe issues or pains around their arms and legs all the time, you shouldn't look at job where they have to be lifting heavy, where they have to be doing some heavy lifting, right? However, aside from that, I'm talking about, may so rest in peace, Shebu Pikuda. Aside from even doing his 9 to 5, he was running a side business where he was actually doing all the small jobs, burger, fries, and he was doing delivery. Yes, in Lagos. So he was very motivated. He didn't let that. Yeah. He did, exactly. He didn't let that hold him down. He didn't let that, limit whatever he wanted to do. And that's, I think, the attitude. Although society has a lot to play as well, to be more accommodating. But you yourself, you don't have to make it look like it's there. My mentor, he was referred to as an asset to the organization. England, right? And she said this person is an asset to the organization. This is somebody who was living with sickle cell, but most people didn't know, but however, we knew look, I can grow in this role, I can grow in this career regardless of whatever ailment I was living with.
Okay. So we have 2 more questions for you because of time. But
No
we'd like to
problem.
make it straight. To make up for that.
I think in that way the onus now lies on you. First is delivery. If I'm going to be absent from work, however, I have some deliverables to actually give at work. I should make sure that I'm delivering. That thing is being vocal about it, right? Most people, they go away, but you don't know. Most employers don't know how frequent you're going to be away for, right? But being vocal, being open, communicating your situation, communicating whenever a crisis occurs actually also helps. So that also kind of lies on you. Another thing is time management, right? If you are going to, if you have to, you wanted to say. Okay.
Can we call back? So please don't go anywhere.
Okay,
Yes, in
no
case
problem.
you get
No problem. That's fine.
That's fine. Because we're really enjoying the flow with you here.
No problem.
Yes.
No problem. Yes, so I think I answered that question, right? But then the onus lies on you. If your employer kind of notices that you are being absent, however, if you're able to deliver on time, you are delivering based on the level at which you're supposed to, then you're fine, really. And why I'm able to say this well is because I worked with somebody who lived with it for 2 years. He made sure that he put things in place before he had to go away. Sometimes he had to go away for maybe 2 days. He made sure that things were already in place. I'm talking of an organization where somebody was facilitating payroll of over maybe 6-7 million naira, and you were doing it very well before you go away. As somebody living with sickle cell, it's something to be proud of, right? So as long as you are delivering very well, regardless of when you are away, it shouldn't be a problem, really.
That's great. I know there was a question on earlier about how do people relocate. So really,
No problem. Please go ahead.
We don't want to be biased. We don't. The people don't give it and those not giving it.
Okay.
So we have a balance. Someone was asking about your platform. So while you're talking about it, can you also talk about your platform so they can also come to your platform?
Definitely. Okay, so for somebody that's living with sickle cell, I know that there are a couple of, at least one that comes from the top of my head, because we still have good health system, to an extent. If it's somebody from, say, Yemen or somebody from Syria that says, oh, I'm living with sickle cell and I cannot have access to some kind of health health benefits, then they will say, okay, maybe come in, right? But in that case, I don't know, I'm not too sure. However, the general pathway of coming to Canada would be if you have over 3 years experience, which is the educational educational assessment, right? You have your degree assessed by West, and then you do an English exam. The most common is IELTS, right? And when you do all that, and it's a point-based system, so your age is also put into consideration. Your educational background. You have BSc, you have MSc. The more educational qualification you have, the more points you get. And do by yourself, right? However, there are some tricky areas. There are some gray areas because everybody has everybody's different from everybody. Okay, it might be a point-based system, but person A might have your years of experience can be a factor that might differ, all those kind of things. And that's why immigration consultants that actually represent people, do a very good job of seeing those gray areas, representing you, writing a letter on your behalf, and they always have a higher success rate because the Canadian government is basically dealing with them and not you. And this is because they are regulated. There's a body in Canada. That actually oversees the affairs of licensed immigration consultants, right? So if you go through them, you are very sure that, oh, my case is going to be tabled to the Canadian government better than I. Many of these licensed consultants, even the one on our platform, are lawyers, right? So they can rally back to the government and say, why have you done this? This is what I've tabled. Can you give us a reason? And when they give the reason, they also fight it. And then in many cases, 100% cases, it always comes back to approve. So yeah, so that's about the platform, and that's like the route as well. I hope I was able to nail it anyway.
Yes, you were. Okay, so I have one last question. I know we were talking about Canada. Okay. For some of us that hope of going to Canada.
Why really? The hope shouldn't be
that. Actually, some of us want to remain here and fix the nation.
I know. I know.
So how do you think we can prompt the government on making work policies that are best suitable for people living with it?
Part of the Senate, one can prompt based on whoever is representing, say your own local government or whatever. The shortcoming in Nigeria is the labor law is really not spelled out very well, right? For instance, some employers, they'll be requesting for your date of birth, your gender, your marital status on your resume or your CV. It shouldn't be like that, right? That kind of thing, like Canada. If you ask somebody about their age, about if they have any health issue, if they are married or not, if they are going to have kids, so that you can weigh, how it's going to be in the long run, ethnicity, your color and all that, those kind of things cannot be asked at an interview. You shouldn't show them on your resume, right? So if you have that kind of system in place, it actually helps everybody, regardless of somebody who's living with written out. You cannot discriminate based on genetics. If you find out the person has some form of, ailment, and eventually they don't get the job, and you find out that that's why they did not get that job, you can get sued, and when you get sued, you pay a lot of money because of that. So I think one way we can actually push back home is, to use our Senate as the voice. Let them pass laws, right, that can really help people who are looking for jobs, regardless of, what you help. When you take out all these barriers, you find out that everybody, like for instance, now there are some jobs in Nigeria, when they see they look at, how long you've been in the industry, or they look at when you graduated and all, and they discriminate. But, subconsciously, they just kind of discriminate on that bias. This one is old. For in Canada here, you see people changing careers. Somebody can be 45, 50, he's tired, he wants to do tech. Those kind of things. We don't see that often in our environment. And, if we're able to pass this kind of laws, it kind of actually encourages people, to actually put themselves out there,
Okay. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Very grateful. One here. That's why we are here. If you are out there,
nice.
A few lawyers that we need to also help you fight your battles.
Nice.
We want to push him back on things that are not palatable to us.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm very, very grateful. Thanks a lot. Continue the good work.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Had more than adequate time. Wow, we can go on and on. It's a whole day. But we have just 1 hour. We've overshot the 1 hour.
I'm telling you, and we are having super fun.
Yes.
We're
celebrating 1 Sickle. Yes. Hello, Coach Triple A.
Hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you.
Hi, thank you. Thank you.
Having fun.
amazing stuff so far. So far, I think I caught. I just caught Tunde Tashi's session, and I caught the other lady before that time. Before that, talking about health and awesome work you ladies are doing so far. Timmy, it's good to see your face. We need to talk, but after this, we'll do one-on-one. You know now.
Yes.
I'll go. Oh, no. It's good to see you, I'll go. Hi, how
I'm
you doing?
fine. You can see that I want to see.
I hope we're not getting any worship this night, huh?
Oh, no worship, no worship. Can you just tell us briefly about yourself so that our viewers out there can know you better, know why we chose you?
What you call the personal excellence coach. My name is Adekunle Alex Adefemi, but French leadership coach. So what I do is help people to be able to understand who they are within and how to bring that excellence into everything they do, whether in their business, whether in their workplace, or their personal life. I am big on personal excellence. That is the thing that which God has put inside of you, and how to be able to turn that into a product that can benefit the world in business, in the workplace, and in your personal surroundings. So that's just a nutshell. That might just be it.
Wow.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
So you're telling us mind majorly influences someone's health, right?
I didn't get that question again. Throw me that question again.
So are you telling us that the mind has a major influence on the health of a human being?
Oh, of course. Listen, 80% of all human success and failure is psychological. 80% of all human success or failure is psychological. I can see my brother Steve Harris is joining us. It's good to see you, bro. Now, we are, first of all, there are things about us that are not physical, that controls the physical. So we are, first of all, a spirit, we have a soul, and we live in the body. What is interesting is that your body is the least version of who you really are. So most of the time we focus on the physical side of things, not control what is going on in the physical. And and because we are not aware of it, these things, these influences control our lives, and we don't take charge of our own lives because we don't take charge of it where it's supposed to be taken charge of. So take, for instance, your mind is broken into two parts. There's what you call the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, the conscious mind talks about what you are aware of, what you want to go out today. Timmy decided to comb my hair this particular way. You do those things with your conscious mind, right? But your subconscious mind controls 90% of your decision making. Your subconscious mind controls how you breathe, what is going on in the background of your life that you are not aware of in the front of it. So, but if you can take hold of the subconscious mind, you have control. A lot of times we don't see that, and we don't focus on that. Excuse me, let me try and get lights in here. We don't see that, we don't focus on that, and because we don't focus on that, what happens is that there are other factors that are controlling the subconscious side of our life, and therefore determining the results that we get. So the results that you get are not what you really want. The results that you get in your life are what you decide that you want for your life. All right, fantastic.
Yes, it does. Okay, so tell us how we can control our subconscious mind to see results in the physical.
Okay, so now one of the things that most of us don't world and the soul, that they control what is going on in the physical. But unfortunately, we don't pay attention there. We are so focused on what is going on in the physical and realize that. All right, so now back to what we're saying. So we were saying about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. I know Timmy was asking a question about that, and please remind me of the question you asked again, Tim.
Okay, so I was like, what's the impact of the subconscious mind on the physical mind?
It's like normally I use the analogy of an iceberg. So most of the times, no matter how big the iceberg you see on the surface, what is inside, underneath the water, is 9 times, if not 10 times the size outside. The reason why Titanic sank was what was inside water. That was what really sank Titanic. So what that means is that what will sink or make you float is not what is on the surface, is what is underneath the surface. So your conscious mind is what is on the surface. Your subconscious mind is what is underneath the surface. So what is your subconscious mind and how does it work? So basically, this is where this is the center of your thoughts. This is the center of your beliefs. Is the center of your things that you do, but you're not necessarily aware sometimes that you're doing them. So take, for instance, your subconscious mind also has a part to play in how you breathe, the way you live your life, things that control your life, that even literally make you alive, but you're not really conscious that it is there. But the minute that you can learn how to be able to control the subconscious mind, how to be able to channel it, how to direct it, what that means is that your autopilot, you have directed it in a direction where you want it to go. So from allowing life and circumstances direct your autopilot. So it will take you to wherever life will take you to, or circumstances will take you to wherever they want you to be, not necessarily where you want to be.
I'm telling you, it's just for the benefit of the fact that they have to. I don't know, we stop and stop. But you're like a spring of, I don't know, living water that cannot run dry. So. Hallelujah.
Amen. We'll have to do this again. I do agree with doing this again because you ladies know that it's a passion area for me and it's something I strongly believe in. But before I go, let me.
Okay, sorry, I want to ask you what. No, I said I saw the passion. You know, it's a different thing when people are saying what they know and when they are talking from a place of passion. I could see that fire. I could see the fire. You know. You just.
Yes. So of course, that's what I do in my life. I do personal coaching. So I do offer personal coaching for people, and then there are different packages. But if you want me to work with you, just reach out to me on DM, and then we'll talk about it. My team will also get across to you. We can. It depends on what you're dealing with, and so first of all, there's what we call a diagnostic session where I just work with you for about 30 to 40 minutes, and I help you diagnose what the challenge is, and that just costs you a small money, it's chinkily money. You do a diagnosis session, and then we now do. Is that you be a customer? Yes. So I will do this. I will do this. However, I will give a 20% discount to Crimsonbow. For anybody that comes from Crimsonbow that wants that wants a diagnosis session, just a diagnosis session where we sit down and then identify what the challenge is, and then we then create the solution for you to move you forward. So whether it is in your business, in your personal life, or your relationships, whatever challenge you feel that issue you want to sort out, then just reach out to me via DM. You'll be getting a 20% discount. Now, what the price really is 10,000 naira for a diagnostic session. So 20% discount just makes it 8,000 naira for you. So I think that is in honor and in support of today. I see this happening a lot with a lot of warriors.
Yeah.
And there's a sense of entitlement that warriors have when because of the challenges that they're going through and the battles that they're fighting. The truth is that everybody fights battles. You see, the way it works is that as if we are all soldiers. And when we were born, we were sent to a particular battle, a particular battlefield to go and fight. Some people is like saying when you as soldiers, they deployed you to Afghanistan, some will deploy to Yemen, some deployed to the US. It's the battle you were deployed to. As I am, I'm not a warrior per se, but I have other battles I am fighting consistently every day. So because I'm fighting my battles, it doesn't mean that I should not have a sense of entitlement, because after all, I'm dealing with these issues. I'm the one dealing with it. The truth is, power is attractive. A lot of opinion that because I'm a warrior, pity me. No, power is attractive. It brings respect. It attracts people to you. So your personality must be attractive to attract people, the right people to you. So first thing, there should not be a sense of entitlement. Secondly, I was going to mention is that nobody owes you anything. So what you must make sure that you do is that because of the condition, nobody owes you anything. The world does not owe you squat. You have to get up and make a life for of physicality. You can make up for with intelligence. What you're deficient in physicality, you can make up for intelligence, so that you will become, either which way, you become indispensable. Listen, I keep telling people in marketing, you are either loved, hate, but you must not be ignored. You are either loved or hate, but you must never be ignored. When you are ignored, you don't exist. He is there. So whether you like it or you not, you can. What is important is that you don't ignore. I think that's pretty much it. And just go ahead and deliver results. You're a champion.
Thank you so much. This has been very impactful.
Thank God. I enjoyed myself. The time was short, but I enjoyed myself. It's always our time will eventually go.
You hope you didn't what?
I hope we didn't take too much of the time eventually.
No, don't worry, we'll be fine. We will survive.
All right. So
Okay,
take care. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.
Bye. Bye. We would like to encourage
on social media. I mean, our Instagram is Crimsonbow SC Initiative. Our Facebook is Crimsonbow SCI. Our Twitter is Crimsonbow SCI. On our social media, you see our phone numbers. You can reach out to us if you have any questions. You can also follow us, because we always have projects that are running. Please feel free to follow us. Please, reach